Yo, what's up, fam? So, I've had some understandings about what really God is and how we are all just so messed up in the head of how we think or feel what God could be, right? So, understand that even the government utilizes God as a concept to keep you stuck in certain patterns and ways of thinking. It's very messed up, but we must understand this. Any person that tells you to look at a book and understand that that book will tell you what God is kind of lost. Because in essence, enlightenment doesn't happen because you read a book. Enlightenment happens in ways that you will not even expect. In those times or whatever, enlightenment happened when someone sat under a tree and absorbed the knowledge of self. But nowadays, it's like anyone can write a book and say they're a prophet. And next minute you know, you have a bunch of people worshipping them. Fake gurus and fake type of spiritual people it's very messed up, because religion is not spirituality. It's not. Religion teaches you a specific path to understand a specific way of perceiving so-called God. But in essence, religion is a format. It's a type of clutch. Imagine you can't walk. You use those things that you use to hold yourself up. That's what religion is. What the government doesn't want is free thinkers, people with free minds, because the attack is really on your mind. It's how you think. It's programming. You may look at a certain religions may actually change the way you think and feel about other people. It's a fact. You practice a certain religion, you're going to be more invested in that religion, and you will look at other religions lower, when essentially all religion is trying to explain the unexplainable, which is God. But God is really a force. It's really an energy that is beyond this realm. Imagine when we talk about galaxies and there being many Milky Ways and stuff like that. Understand me when I say this. We are not the only ones here. There are planets, there are civilizations, there are many things going on in this universe which we are part of. So don't get me messed up with, oh, religion is the way, oh, God is the way, oh, this God is the way, that God is the way. You are understanding a certain aspect of yourself that has been deified by people, by humans, to understand themselves better. I am so far away from religion in that aspect, but I understand the archetypes of how it works, because I understand that if you connect to a certain deity, you can almost anchor yourself in a certain way. But even that's not necessary, because you are in itself a star. You are a star. You are a star. And that's what the world doesn't want you to think. That's why they have so many stars, so many celebrities, so much garbage pushed into your face all the time to make you feel like you're not that, subconsciously. And it's really deep. It goes really, really, really deep. Next minute you know, you're on your deathbed and you look back at life and you've been worshipping all these celebrities and they're living perfectly fine while you are having a crisis on your deathbed, wondering who actually lived your life. In reality, you let your space be occupied by all these bullshit things. So that the essence of this video is to make you understand that you have to go within yourself. It is a need. It is a necessity. This is what spirituality is, going within yourself, connecting to yourself and your thoughts and emotions. Forget about thoughts and emotions. Connecting to your own deepest spiritual self. When you close your eyes, where are you? Ask yourself that question. Because if you're not in a happy place, if you're not in a peaceful place, you are not useful to this world and universe. You will be wiped out. You will be wiped out. It's sad to say, but you will be wiped out. People on a very low frequency cannot even think about this. Imagine me explaining what I'm explaining here to a normal bot individual who doesn't understand any concept of what life could be and what life really is. They sit and eat and go to work and watch TV and just literally dull themselves down in every single moment because they are part of this cage that has been created. The real prison is in your mind, not in a jail cell. I've seen people happy. I bet you people are happier in a jail cell because they are forced to connect with themselves. They are forced to connect with their true self. Otherwise they'll go mad. We're fortunate that we're not in jail cells, but essentially we are in the jail cell in our mind because we're constantly giving our thoughts and emotions to things that don't matter. We are all stars. A silence is worth more than any words can ever explain. That's why enlightenment happens in a quick moment and gradually as well. And when you are enlightened, you're technically like living in a space of complete revolution, complete absence of world-like bullshit. Because many of the actors who beat up other people are actually weak individuals. Spiritually, they don't know themselves. They're really weak. They don't know how to connect with themselves. They are acting, right? They're acting, and we're buying that because it looks good and it sounds good. But in reality, they are not who they portray to be. And that imagine that in the real world. Imagine everyone playing their movies, everyone playing their characters in their lives, and their lives are the movies. That's how deep it goes. You got to be aware. You got to be subconsciously and consciously alert enough to understand that you have two hemispheres in your brain, and when they both are working in harmony, that's when magic happens. Not when you're completely logical or completely emotional, and when you're too emotional, you're everywhere. When you're too logical, you're literally nowhere. You're just right here. You're like a robot. This is all you know. A balance is always key, and the attack is trying to make usually for most people it's on the left hemisphere of the brain. They're trying to turn you into robots. I will explain this. They are trying to turn you into a robot. They don't want you to be free. They don't want you to think freely. Because the moment you think freely, you are a threat to society. You're like Neo waking up from the Matrix. They're going to send bots left and right just to shut you up. And this goes for Trinity as well. And Neo and Trinity are only powerful when they are together. The Matrix was the most woke movie ever. It explains everything physically so that you can see it. But it gets deeper than that. There are Neos walking around right now not knowing that they are Neos. They are not knowing that they are chosen by God to operate on this realm, to wake people up. But it goes deeper than that because even God is taught to you. That's how messed up it is. Even God, the idea of God is taught to you. it's like there's no way out. It's like there's no way out. You gotta just say screw everything and just depend on yourself and your own truth to come out of it. Because even the idea of devil, God, angels, demons, everything is taught to you. If you don't know what English is, I bet you'd be a very peaceful person. If you don't know what language is, I bet you'll live in the moment, because you won't be thinking all the time. Thinking all the time is literally the problem most people have. I'm speaking from experience. I'm a Virgo. I think, like my sign there, I'm a Virgo. I think a lot. But when I slow down my thoughts, it almost makes it easier to think with sincerity, to think with clarity. Because you may be having a bunch of bullshit thoughts. Yo, that's why meditation comes in handy. Closing your eyes, breathing, doing anything to just stop your mind from creating bullshit. Men acting like women, women acting like men. Everything is fucked up. Like where is divine femininity? Where is like sacred beauty in nourishing and being a mother to people? Too many females try to attack males. I just had a female come to my house and she was so disrespectful, and it was ugly to the point where she even knew it, but she still didn't care because she was so unconscious. It's messed up. I can't mess with any female nowadays because I know that they're full of shit. Most of them. I'm being honest because I recognize it. I recognize their destructive mentality, their chaos, their almost unnecessary pride. They don't even know how to be a woman. They don't even know how to submit to a man. They don't even know what to do when a real man comes in their presence. They'll say it's God. They'll say some bullshit. They'll say, "Oh, you think you're all that." No, I'm not. I am all that, and you are also all that. But you don't know that. That's why you are stuck in your belief of trying to be something, and that trying to be something is messing you up so much that you clearly can't stop it. It's like you can't be happy, and I can see you have no soul in your eyes. When I look at you, I don't even feel a presence. But that's the thing. You're gonna need a real man to tell you that. Otherwise, you're never gonna know. And you're gonna go into situation after situation until you understand that being submissive is not about being less than someone. Being motherly is not about being someone who's just constantly caring. No, there is a deeper aspect to it in that realm, in the spiritual realm. A woman being submissive is a woman in her power. And when I say submissive, you're already thinking, oh, someone who's like submitting to someone. No, you're not submitting to anyone. You being in your feminine energy is literally power. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Not you trying to be masculine and running around with a suit and boot and shoes and walking like you're a man. No, that's bullshit. You being in your feminine nature itself is power. That's what you're not getting. And a man will always be drawn to that a little more than a female wearing a suit and boot and all that bullshit. A woman is supposed to nurture her child and watch her man progress in life. But nowadays, a woman wants to just jump and work all her life. Not even take care of her body, take care of her energy, and understand that a man is depending on her energy to help him out in this world. When a man goes to work, he is literally hunting. This is what is in our core. We are hunting. We're going out. We're doing things. We're getting stuff back. And a woman is a natural complementer of that. But she is technically a distraction for most men nowadays, because most women don't even know how to utilize energy anymore. They don't know how to cleanse themselves. They don't know how to work with crystals. They don't know how to see beyond the physical manifestation of a man. They think having muscles is manly. Yeah, okay, it is in the physical in the physical realm. But if we take away your muscles one day, if you become weak one day or something happens, are you a less of a man? In this realm you are. But in the spiritual realm, there's a lot of shit going on. Spirituality is nothing but the unseen. You trying to understand the unseen. Something that you cannot see, hear, taste, touch, or feel. That is the five senses put aside, the mind put aside, and then you have just pure consciousness. And where your awareness goes, that's where you'll begin to live at. And if your awareness is always in your lower chakras, trust me, you're going to get sick and tired. And once you get sick and tired, you'll be too old to even make a decision that is in correspondence to your highest purpose on this planet. Even religions just practice what other people wrote in a book. But in real spirituality, you can sit under a tree and gain enlightenment if you are really wishing to know what enlightenment is. That's how the great sages did it. They didn't read no books. They didn't go to no school. Fuck that. They sat under a tree and meditated in deep, deep conscious awareness to realize the truths of astrology. They didn't read no books. They didn't look up into the sky to know where Uranus was and Pluto was and Neptune, Mars, Jupiter, Venus. They didn't know. They didn't look and understand that. They internally understood that and then wrote it down. But what we are doing is the opposite. We're just reading it and not even trying to internally understand it. Because all these energies are within yourself. The sun is within you. It's your solar plexus chakra. That's why you get so much energy when you speak with your truth. When you speak with confidence, you almost fill yourself with energy. That's your solar plexus chakra, connected to your solar energy, your soul, your solar energy, soul, sun. I'm not saying religion is wrong. I'm saying use it. Even in religion, they say God is just a stepping stone for your progress here on earth. It's a stepping stone. You're supposed to utilize it as a step to gain leverage and to keep going. It's endless. If you keep going up, it is endless. But you must understand the balance, because if you go up, you must also come down to ground yourself. Otherwise, you lose this physical body. That's what I'm trying to say. I am a manifestation of that understanding. I have become so spiritual that I have almost lost touch with this physical body. I don't even feel like I'm here. Do you understand me? I'm somewhere in my thoughts and I'm creating worlds and worlds. And when I expire from this body, I am gonna go to those worlds. I'm not gonna go to some heaven. I created my own paradise, my own nirvana, which I go to and I talk to people when I dream, and those are real entities. It's a shift. You can either be negative or you can be positive. Or you can be completely imbalanced and having both, but understanding how to utilize both. Because sometimes you gotta put a poker face to get through situations. And sometimes you gotta just let go to feel into the moment. You know? Look at the sky. Look at the birds. Look at the animals. Everything is alive. And we sit here so messed up in our own thoughts. Oh, what's that? A bird. I'm gonna call every single fucking flying creature a bird. What? Bird? Look at it. It has wings. It can fly. Look at its eyes. Look at it, the colors of its feathers. Look at it. Look at it in the real existence of it. Not in the idea of, oh, it's a bird, so it can fly, and we eat certain birds, chickens, and you are what you eat. But you are not what you eat completely. So if you're gonna eat chicken all day, you're gonna end up being a chicken. Because you're putting it into your body, digesting it, and utilizing its organs and whatever flesh that you made out of it to create you. We are in this realm, here, now. So whatever you do eat becomes a part of you. If you're going to eat mangoes all day, you're going to be sweet as fuck. You're going to be sweet, you're going to be nice, you're going to be all loving, and you're going to be like a mango. Same way, if you eat fast food all day, you're going to be of the quality of fast food. But it all depends on how you transmute that energy and utilize it. But at this point, I don't even know what fast food even is. I bet you it's human meat. Oh God, I bet you it's human meat. God knows what they're doing behind those labs to even create. Like, can you imagine a scientist creating meat and genetically modifying it and creating it in a lab, and then you having that as food? Like, what the fuck are you gonna become? Some GMO bullshit, genetically modified piece of shit that this planet don't need. Mother Nature has all the answers. We can plant trees, we can plant herbs, we can plant everything we need, but we sit and give our money and thoughts to all this bullshit that isn't even real. And it's just gonna make us more and more depressed day after day. And depression is the disease of the hour. Everyone is going through depression. You can see it, you can feel it. You don't gotta be a spiritual person to understand that people are actually depressed around you. You don't see light in them. When a kid comes around, then you gonna know what type of mood you are in, because you're gonna look at that kid and ask how free he or she is, and you're gonna envy that because you can see the light in that kid's eyes, and you had that light and it has been taken away from you through programming, through school, through this government, through television. Tell lies to your vision through television. You have forgot how to enjoy your own company. You are bored. Now, what does that mean? If I go around a person who's bored, what am I going to get out of him? Boredom? The same thoughts and ability to create boring lifestyle habits? Film is art, but it's not art. It's almost programming now. There's no art aspect to it. That's why I'm very certain. I'm an actor, but I only watch certain films because I understand that most films have an agenda. They want you to think a certain way, and the minute they can make you think a certain way, you're gone. Now you gotta unprogram that out of your head, because you're gonna be thinking that same way all the time. Subconsciously, not consciously, subconsciously. Your abstract mind is going to play out that bullshit in your reality, in your life. So it's like you're not in control. Clearly you're not in control. The minute you think like this, you're going to be attacked left and right. People are going to attack you and a lot of garbage. But it's freedom, and freedom makes you live this present moment much better. That's why I'm going to leave it at. Live in the present moment. Zen out. This is avatar. This is my avatar. Okay? Peace. Don't let no government mess you up in the head. Don't let nothing mess you up in the head. Your happiness is your choice. Your happiness is your free will to choose to be happy. You can make yourself happy. You knew how to do it when you were a kid. You know how to do it now. because nothing has changed. Just this glob of meat has become older, and people have put up bullshit in your face to live up to, and now you have forgotten that you were a kid. Because you are pure. You are very pure. Your soul is pure. No matter how ugly and disgusting your body has changed and become, or how beautiful your body has become, your soul will always remain pure. And if your soul is pure, your body is going to automatically shine that through itself. I just don't want people to be depressed when they die. I want people to be happy. I don't want them to turn into some ghosts or some haunting ass spirits and roam around this earth and create more havoc. We have enough people who are depressed for no reason. Imagine when the wars were happening, the World War I, World War II. Imagine the people dying, and imagine all that negativity and how it affected Earth. I'm not from Earth. I'm really not. I'm not from this planet. I create my own worlds in my art, and that speaks more than anything to me because I understand it. I don't care if the other person thinks I'm crazy. I know for a fact that I am not crazy. That's what gaslighters be so quick to judge and look at your paintings and look at your how you're wearing, what you're wearing, how you act, just to quickly throw a stone at you. But when you realize that this person's actually building a castle, no stone's gonna matter. You just get that foundation right. Now you got everything you need. You don't need nothing from nobody. You don't need their money, you don't need nothing. But we live in a world where we do need a place to stay, and we do need water to drink, and we do need a little bit of food to sustain our physical body, which is acceptable. But don't let that confuse you into thinking that this is the way it should be. Because there are times on this planet where things were much easier for people, much pleasanter. People used to take care of each other, everyone. And that used to be a harmony. There used to be a love. There used to be a presence of goodness within the hearts of people. But now that's all changed. Everyone's chasing money. And I get it, money is good, it gets you things. But it's really the freedom you're chasing, not the money itself. Because you can have $1 trillion, but you have an issue and you're about to die. So what's it going to matter? You're going to take it with you to your heaven? No, you're not. You're going to die. And your spirit's going to travel somewhere else. And that's going to be the end of this life. And that $1 trillion ain't coming with you. So sorry to say, your spiritual wealth is going to matter. Your spirit is going to matter at that point. You're going to know. Experientially, you're going to know. Peace.